All right, so bringing down this little situation. I don't know if y'all watched this. If y'all have, let me know. But the Daily Rapper crew recently interviewed the girl that went viral on TikTok for saying what she said about dating black men. And this is another situation of exactly what we be talking about, right? You go on TikTok, you see a bunch of different sisters on TikTok talking about how black men ain't this, black men ain't that, black men this, black men that, black men this, black men that, while putting other races of men on this magical pedestal like these races of men really value black women. Then this isn't an attack on black women, but this is just a reality check. Those other races of men don't value you like that because if they did, wouldn't they just date you? Wouldn't black women be the most married women in the country if other races of men valued y'all? No, they fetishize y'all. Like how y'all try to say other races of women fetishize us. Those other races of men fetishize y'all. That's just the facts. But the issue I have is like when Daily Wrap Up Crew brought her on, they brought her on with like a respectful conversation in mind. So I got to give props to them and credit to them brothers for being respectful the whole time. It may have got it a little heated, but it is necessary. But they were respectful. But the women, the three sisters on that couch, were so locked in together just to keep the accountability from hitting. The issue is the Daily Wrap Up Crew addressed something that every black man addresses and it never gets through no matter what. Is the fact that you put all black men in this box that we're all this problem. Now, do black men have a lot of developmental spots we have to hit? Absolutely. There's no denying that. But y'all put it out there assuming y'all don't have to do any kind of work when y'all have to do work just as much as we do. And what the internet has been showing us, especially on Daily Wrap Up Crew, is no matter how the black man approaches these topics, they said Kevin Samuels was too mean. Well, Daily Wrap Up Crew tries to have the conversation respectfully, and it still doesn't get through. So it's not the messengers, it's the message. It's the message of accountability, it's the message of structure, development, and all these other things that the women don't want. And the other thing that killed me was she was like Haitians and Jamaicans and all these other dudes. Jamaicans have a very bad reputation for being abusive or any type of thing to women. I hear women say all the time, I've never dated another Jamaican or I just won't date a Jamaican, period, because there's something wrong with them wired wise, especially if they're Jamaican and come from the country. Now, they might have a little bit more of like a patriarchal structure over there in Jamaica, but the men are just what the women complain about the men being over here, but it's acceptable probably because of their foreign. I don't know. I don't get why it goes through, but it goes through. And the girl that was saying this dude was in the audience. And I guess this is the issue of black when it's convenient. And a lot of other races and people try this thing where it's like, yeah, I'm black. But then when it becomes a benefit for them to not be black, they will just own that shit in a heartbeat. That's why when I was a kid, it used to annoy me when white kids would run around saying, yeah, I'm black, I like this, and the third. But then when it come time to really talk about black issues, they have nothing to say because you don't know because you ain't black. And the Jamaican born audience just be sitting there, and I guess he's fine with it because she's not telling him he's the problem. So you got two people who don't want to be accountable for something in the same relationship, doomed to fail. Or, if you want to be honest, probably doomed to succeed because neither one's telling the truth about the other one. That's just the reality. But the bull to me is just a straight up like simp. I kind of don't really like using that word, but it applies here. Bull's like a simp, bro. Like if you're gonna sit here and let the shorty that you with disrespect the whole demographic that you kind of associate with, but only when it's convenient, but their country will associate you as black no matter what, that is a problem for me. And the reason why I want to talk about this topic is because it's a topic, one, that would be good to talk about, but two, because it's everything black men talk about put into one conversation. Because on the same stretch, white men, Asian men, Indian men, Hispanic men, they're all these great men who will love black women and value black women way more than black men will, which we know by the statistics ain't the truth. We know it's not the truth because if that was the case, wouldn't they be more married than black men? But black men are more married by almost 10%. 36 to 29. Like it's not a huge difference, but there's some difference there. And with the fact that there is over a million more black women than black men, 500,000 more black men are married than black women. So is the problem really us in a large scale? Because some of the problem is us, but it's a small number. And is it a problem on y'all in a certain type of number? Because other races of women still like black men, whether it's fetishized or not. And I'll tell you straight off the rip, I don't think black men really care about the fetishization. I don't think we really care, because at least we know there's some form of attraction. And if we want to be honest, we know women tend to respond better when they're attracted to you. So if she's fetishizing you, she is sexually attracted to you. So that's even stronger than just you find him attractive. Like you really want him to have sex with you. So y'all tend to move differently like that. And I guess if you guys are going to say black men are being fetishized, I will say it for all the brothers in the room. I would rather be fetishized than emasculated and disrespected. At least I know she likes me. At least I know she's sexually attracted to me. So there's that. Can y'all guarantee that on the other side, where you're getting fetishized by other races of men, but you're still not getting married? No. You're getting fetishized, you're getting dicked, and then you're getting left. And the other races of men are like, yep, I'm gonna go get my little white girl just like I'm supposed to. I'm gonna go get my Spanish girl like I'm supposed to. I'm gonna go get my Asian girl like everyone's told to do. Right? So, and somehow y'all still be left in the cold. Because notice, she didn't go get her a white man. She didn't go get her an Asian man or an Indian man. She went to a Jamaican dude who has no type of standard for himself, it seems like. And based off how she carries herself, she really don't have a standard for herself. Based off the way she was talking, acting, the damn hoodie said HIV positive. Like, who walks around with a hoodie like that on? That already tells you the weird mindset she has. So, yeah, I don't think black men are missing out on this one, honestly. And the other problem is, yeah, based off how she acts, her demeanor, her attitude, her vernacular respiration, this is exactly what black men are talking about. This is what we deal with on a regular basis. The only thing she really didn't do was do the finger pointing, screaming thing that we all know what I'm talking about. That doinking you and all that other bullshit. But yeah, I'll say she handled her opinion more respectfully than some other women who've been on that show who've been out of pocket, but still sticking to the problem. She said this is how she feels. She's not gonna apologize or anything like that. So if that's the case, this will be a video for another time. But I'm gonna give y'all a little snippet of it. Of, hey, black men, stop apologizing, because you're not responsible for most of their own self-inflicted problems. Her reactions to how she feels about black men is because, again, look at her demeanor. You could probably tell what type of dude she was messing with. She was messing with some goofy ass dudes. So that is not your problem. It's not the next man's problem. It's her problem and that dude's problem. Because, see, she wouldn't go to a white man acting like this. They never take these problems and take them to other races of men. That's why she got with a black adjacent conveniently with a Jamaican dude. Because if she took this to a white dude, they would be like, this too much. Asian men, oh, absolutely not. They know they cannot go to those other races of men with the same thing they go to a black man with. Period. And this is where the Umar Johnson, Queen Mother Goddess chip, Superman cape comes in, when he's like, you got to be understanding, because this is your problem and this is our, like, this ain't your problem. You didn't do that to her. Whoever did it to her did it to her. That's their problem, and that's her problem to deal with. But it's not your job to fix and accept some emasculating, disrespectful, afraid to be who you are behavior, because you don't want to trigger her, but everything triggers her because she's projecting everything done wrong to her onto you. And she did it to them on that podcast. And I want that same energy to be kept when black men say the problems that we have with black women, because the first thing y'all say is, oh, you can go date outside your race, just don't downplay black women. Okay, cool, no problem. So if that's what you're going to do, keep the same energy, keep that same bodily language, keep that same attitude in everything else. Here's another snippet. When black men say no, watch the hate grow. We've been seeing that recently. So that's another video down the line of when black men tell black women no, watch the hate grow, because they are used to us constantly telling them, yes, no problem, queen. Nothing you do is wrong. Everything is our fault. Don't worry about it. And look at what we have created. Now, I would never paint all black women under this brush, but I'm painting the common encounter or common situation that a lot of black men, if not most black men, have. Now, there are a lot of brothers who've never had this issue, and I'm very happy that you haven't. But unfortunately, there's too many black men where this conversation or issue resonates with. And I hate to hear it because, when you see the type of dudes they date, they run around with the heavy hitters, the real niggas, and all this other stuff. Then they end up damaged, broken, and hurt. And they expect all black men to accept being put in this brush, which we have for years. So I'm glad we're finally pushing back on it, where it's like, oh, all black men do this. All black men do this. No, we don't. The black men you make babies with do this crap. The black man you are egregiously attracted to for no damn reason, who you let do whatever he wants to you, does this crap. The black man who does what they're supposed to do, more times than not, don't. And the ones who do put themselves in sheep's clothing, Umar Johnson, Derrick Jackson, all y'all goofy niggas, are an issue, but they're the ones that y'all follow behind 10 out of 10 because they have a certain aesthetic. Making baby mamas and cheating on their wives. That's what y'all like. That's who y'all follow. That's who y'all listen to. The brothers like Eli and them on the Dailyrapupcrew who tell you the truth out of love and respect, but want you to do better. Y'all don't want to hear from them. Same with Kevin Samuels. It wasn't love and respect, but he was very direct. Then you got brothers like Medium Man who wants you to just really understand what the market is about. And y'all don't want to listen to him either. So y'all say the delivery, Kevin Samuels was wrong. You get brothers who deliver in a better way, and you still don't want to listen. So what are we supposed to do? I would say this TikTok definitely proved something. It proved something for a fact. This TikTok and this Dailyrapupcrew conversation is, no matter what black men do, we can't win. We cannot win. And I'm glad black men are just like, you know what? I'm just not going to sit back and take it anymore. I'm going to push back. Good. Thank you, Dailyrapupcrew. Thank you for all the work y'all put in for these couple of years. Y'all been doing the damn thing. Y'all been holding down the line and putting the black male issue out there. But unfortunately, when you get women like her who want to say, no, that's just how I feel. I'm not apologizing. It's nothing you can do. And the other thing that killed me was the women on that couch knew what she was saying was BS, but they did not want to hold her accountable. Instead, they defended her, enabled the crap, and said, yeah, whatever, but it doesn't apply, and this and third. Okay, cool. If black men have issues and it don't apply, let it fly, but they don't do that. So again, keep the same energy. The sisterhood on that couch was egregious. It was disrespectful. Now, shout out to the one sister that was on there who was like, "Oh, I'm gonna keep it a buck, 100%." Loved her. They need more girls like her on the show to counteract them. Or La Original. Haven't seen her in a while. They need one of them two on at all times, because it just seems like they wasn't really trying to go at her, because I guess they're not gonna go at another woman who can keep it real. They wasn't about to do all that. Yeah, I didn't want to leave that one sister out to make it seem like all the sisters on there was bad. No, it was the one sister that was keeping it 100. It There was one sister that was keeping it 100. Then you had the other two girls who weren't like mean or disrespectful, but they were very dismissive of what Daily Rapper Crew, the trio, was talking about when they say you put all of us in this box and said whatever. And it was like, okay, whatever, that's how she feels. Da 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 da. You can say whatever you want. So if that's the case, black men, you can say whatever you want to. They just opened the gate for you to do that. So forget all that. Oh, I don't want to hurt the feelings of the people by telling the truth. No, tell the truth, because they don't. They obviously don't care about doing it. So why should you? It's not even a sassy thing. This is more like a. This is what's wrong with the damn community as a whole. You can't tell the women that they're wrong. And another topic I want to bring up on this video, because they mentioned something that was beautifully said that I really want to get to. And when I say beautifully, I mean that sarcastically. Is that other races of women are allowed to date men for money and nothing happens. No one ever said black women couldn't do that. We said vet the nigga first, then look at the money. But y'all see the money, the car, the clothes, the body. Then you want to try to vet him. But when the bad stuff happens, it's already too late. Then you want to act like I didn't know he was like that. No, you didn't know he was like that because you didn't even vet him to know. The other thing is when other races of women do it, they do not show up to a dude with that kind of money's doorstep, 250 pounds at 5'4", with lunch lady arms and 3 baby daddies. They usually pull up with a fit body, femininity, and a bunch of other things that benefit them. Not this entitled attitude of, I'm this complexion, I deserve this. Or just give me grace, or ignore that, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who made the kids, it's who raised all that bullshit that we've allowed to pump into the black community's brainstem and out the frontal lobe and through our cerebral cortex for so long. It has been a problem. And those other races of men are like, yeah, we'll have sex with you, but we're gonna keep our women because they have a better reputation. I just like in my video about your representation. Look who represents you and look at the women who represent other races of women. You really don't have a huge selection to pick from as far as representation, because look at what the media says this is you. But yeah, Daily Wrap Up Crew, good job, man. I appreciate the work y'all doing. Keep fighting the fight. We gotta do this together. I'm glad y'all held y'all composure. I'm glad y'all held the fort down. I'm glad y'all put the black man's experience out there every single time. Thank y'all, man. And with that being said, that's all I got on this topic. Let me know how y'all feel about this in the comments below. Like, comment, and subscribe for more. Thank you. I'll see you on the next one.